order, and they will scrap only if I give them the order. And you feeling itchy, you got something to say, just know we hop this way. Nobody else is suited for this other than us. I know it's crazy, but we work with it and don't give up. Welcome to the show. If you don't know the name, we call it Hop This Way.
Man, that's
Everybody
gets me hyped. That's so different.
come on. That is all courtesy of the man down there, Mr. Machua.
Yes.
Hello.
Sorry, guys, that I actually wasn't here for the premiere of the intro, but
Hey, man.
that's got a different vibe now. Now actually being in the show, that's a whole nother vibe.
And dude, you fucking killed it. Welcome back, everybody, to Warrior. How's everybody doing? How was your week? Anything exciting happening? Let's do a quick recap with everybody. Becca, how was your week?
It's good so far. It's Tuesday already. It's going well. I just got to know that I'm going to be vaccinated this week, so it's a good thing, right?
Hey.
Because I'm a biologist. So.
Damn. Right on. And so you're getting the vaccination, you're getting the vaccine, and you got a new Bruce Lee shirt as well.
Yes.
See it.
Looking boss right there. I like it. Nice. Matt Chua, how was your week, buddy? What's up, man?
It's been good, man. Just chilling. I've seen in the group a lot of positive feedback from the actual theme song that we have, which is now available on SoundCloud. I put it up there, so now if you guys can just listen to it whenever the fuck you so desire. So it's been awesome. It's been great, and I just got done doing adult things, and I popped a Claritin because mowing the lawn, and apparently I have allergies for the first time, so that fucking sucks.
Right on. Yay, evolution of the body.
I hate it.
Whoa, there goes my phone ringing off the hook. Sorry about that. Thought I had that on El Muto. And then that brings us to our boy, the master of the Kung Fu hustle himself, Frank Tong. What's up, Frank?
Not much. Just back to the grind this week with work and everything. Had a nice little weekend immersion. So weekend immersion, went to go see one of my teachers. So it was a good time. I'm finally recovered, relatively speaking. So
He said recovered.
We saw your video of you going to see your teacher.
No, my teacher, my Balintawak Grandmaster. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, you went to go see your grandmaster.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how insanely quick you are, sir. Like, you scare me.
Yeah.
But seriously,
with his cold face he has,
with those Eskrima sticks too. I mean, you're just so quick. One thing I want to know, and this sucks for the people that are watching and can't see the video, but when you're doing that, how much of that is is kata? How much of that is already set movement?
It's semi set. It's any pattern that you might the feeder, in this case my grandmaster, might give me with it, as far as what strikes he feeds me, and but there's only 12 to 15 options depending on different variations. And then there's other things that you do, such as what you do if someone grabs your stick, what do you do if someone throws different hand strikes in different directions. So that's part of the curriculum, and that's part of we train to develop speed, reflexes, movement, awareness of where we are. So it's a lot. It's a lifelong path that I'm still a lot of times I feel like I'm just starting, especially this weekend. So when someone just hits you at will and does it while calling it out and does it while not really looking at you is kind of it brings you back. It brings you down very quickly. So.
And how old is your teacher?
72. He's 72. My gross is 72 this year, and 73 this year. Yeah.
and he was quicker than you.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
the timing, yeah.
Like it's insane. Maybe if you folks are lucky enough, maybe Frank will give us the video and I'll edit it into
Oh
this
yeah, sure.
for the YouTube.
For
You
those who
see,
don't know, for those who
don't
don't know,
mess,
You're
don't
about to
mess
know.
with our elders.
Never mess with
Asian
our
hate.
elders. That's right. Leave Zeus alone. Oh wait, you meant the Grandmaster.
long,
See if
long
I
story
can.
less long. Frank here put up a nice video of him showing off his talented self, and my oh my, is he a quick badass motherfucker? So
Yeah.
if we get to see it, we get to see it. If not, I am paraphrasing. But Zeus, how was your week, sir?
Well, you know what? My week was pretty damn good. I mean, it's always good. I'm just excited, an excited and happy person. But no, work's been good, and got my kid here, and I've been working lots, and things kind of look like they're moving up. So that is always good for me, and I get to hang out with you guys. That's just
Hey, there you
on the
go.
cake, yo. Icing on the cake, as they say. I was actually, as you were asking me that question, I was looking for Frank's video. I'm not gonna lie.
1 second, actually. I just realized I did have it on my phone. Let me send it to the chat.
Well, I got it here on YouTube.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was gonna work. But yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries. Well, so
We gotta get an official. We gotta get the official video right now.
folks, you are about to see
You about to see greatness.
some
Fucking
absolute
greatness.
crazy.
Not yet. Not yet. It's
There's a reason he's called the Kung Fu Hustle. Oh, here we go.
All right, so check it out.
That's fucking absurd.
And he's not. So here's the thing. Let's watch this again, just real quick. Frank, you're sweating. You look like you're having a rough go of this, and your Grandmaster looks like he's just out having an easy day.
He slightly moves. He slightly moves the hips. He just moving the arms.
That's him with everybody. Like doesn't matter how big, strong, fast you are. Like he has a way with his timing to control you. So it's the 50 years of psychology, as he would call it.
Applaud this man for his talents.
Oh yeah,
Applaud this man for his talents.
Actually, one of my good friends
He's playing Nightwing.
Actually, one of my good friends, actually a classmate, because we had the same instructor. He's over there in LA. What was that movie with Mel Gibson that came out lately? That action movie?
Which
It came out really recently.
Batman.
Like, not Batman. The one.
No, Fat Man. He played Santa Claus.
No. This is a more serious one.
Oh, the one with Frank Grillo?
I guess.
The guy from the Purge movies.
Possibly, but my actually one of my classmates from the same area, Brian Sloyer over there in LA, he was in charge of a lot of the action for that movie, from what I'm understanding.
Oh,
he's been doing that art that we were just showing. He's been doing it for about I want to say about 12 years now, and he's been a stuntman in LA for a while, and he got to be
Force of Nature.
I believe so. It was like this year or something that came out. Let's see. Now you got me on my phone. 1 second.
So yeah,
Possibly. I'll find it.
no, all good. Because as I'm doing the same thing at the same time here.
But
Well,
yeah, no,
No, I was going to say it's a pretty awesome world that we all get to kind of mess in a little bit here. Like you know a lot of stunt guys. Chua, you're trying to break into this. We're trying to get you on season 3 of Warrior.
let it be known, whoever's watching currently.
I'm just saying.
Boy, please, just saying.
Just give us that. What'd you call it again? The soda pop episode or bottle pop episode?
Oh, yeah, the bottle episode. Yeah.
The bottle episode. Give us the bottle episode. Give us a bottle episode where it's in the future and it's present time, I should say, and we are writing our own fan fiction episode. And it could be just all meta. Come on. If it worked on Supernatural.
But just so you know, motherfuckers, I want in on season 3. Me. Who do I need to get in front of? I want in.
Only if it's a flashback of you getting murked by Bolo in a flashback. And
I'm cool with that.
He's getting ready to murk you. You're like, the Yellow Demon.
Why did you say that name? He just stopped me. Why did you say that name?
Awesome.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Well, speaking of Warrior, guys, we have got a great episode that we're reviewing today.
Oh,
Episode 9, Chinese boxing. Man, we wanted to see this right off the bat. We wanted to see the fight get going. We don't see the fight right off the bat. First thing we do see, though, is Leary and Leary's meeting up with Penny's father. And they're discussing Mercer. And they're just discussing a deal on how the Irish are going to work there. Leary strong-arming his way to make sure that he gets the best possible deal and the most money he possibly can out of Mercer. Mercer reluctantly agrees, and kind of the last we hear of it for now, for that first kind of act. Mm-hmm. And then we go into the training montage. Like, I mean, these boys are badass, and Assam is just getting all focused, and they're just building up tension, which is what we want, especially for this moment in this fight. We need that tension, right? What are you guys thinking moving into here?
Man, I'm just like, I am waiting for these two fucking powerhouse fighters just to beat the shit out of each other in such spectacular, like, beautiful fashion. Because, you know, we know how the show is. It's shot all epic and everything. Oh, and look who's joined.
Just at the beginning of the review, just on time from Hawaii.
Just on time.
Stephanie Young. How are you, Steph?
Hi.
What's up?
I am on Waikiki.
Yeah, I'm done with you and your island shit. let that be known.
You're so jealous.
I am.
Every other
He
picture
is not the only one.
Every other picture for Stephanie, it's like
I'm
the
just
beach
vocal
background.
about
Like,
it. I'm
just like
just
this.
vocal about it.
Like,
Well, I'm going back to Boston soon, so don't be too psyched.
Good.
Your background,
in front of a
your
green
background's
screen
so
every time you
blue.
see her.
There's so many tourists over here, though.
Mm.
I'm used to being over on the Big Island in the jungle.
Yes.
Well,
Big
so
Island.
we were just talking about, we got right. You didn't miss anything. We're just talking about the beginning of the episode there, kind of going through the training montage. Can you guys remember back to the first time you watched this, though? Did you think Assam was going to win this? Did you think he had a shot at all?
I honestly didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to see the fight. I really didn't give a shit who honestly won. I just really wanted to see the fight because I was curious who was going to best the other when the time came. Although I think Leon, just by the way that they first did it the first time, I was like, I don't know, man. He'd be taking hits and just not flinching. So
Yes.
Exactly. I was going to say he was beaten by wood pieces, you know, being beaten by that. He's quite scary training. He's strong. He has that strong stance base. So
there you go.
All right. I have to admit. So this is I think this is round 3 of me watching the series.
Yeah.
Round two, I couldn't watch the fight again.
Really?
there's a little bit of a sap in me that we knew, when we know what's coming. And
Yeah.
just, there's a little bit of the emotional side of Stephanie that, no, you're not going to do that to your brother. I don't want to witness this again. I don't want to see it again. So I did watch it again. I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch this again.
Thank you for sacrificing for us.
I know.
I appreciate that. You did that for all the fans at home as well.
I was surprised you had anything emotional because you just I feel like you just want to fight everyone.
Listen,
Maori fighting sticks.
Okay, I was trying to find a good convenient spot to sit down but I was already still watching the YouTube while I was walking. Frank, I don't want to hear about it, Frank. I don't want to hear about it. Because I want to learn. I want to be as fast as you.
No,
so you can't be afraid of me when you're already doing it. So I don't want to hear it.
You can't have any extra power.
It's not about what you're able to do. It's about what you're willing to do. That's what
I'm more with you on this. I don't think we need to give Stephanie that kind of power.
Nah.
You guys are cracking me up. I put up that post the other day. I'm like, don't teach Stephanie how to fight.
No, dead ass, we should not allow you to fight at all because the last episode or a couple episodes prior, you had this sharp ass fucking thing in your hair that you just want to whip out and want to stab people. So
yeah, she waited like 35 minutes to tell us about that too. That
was nothing at all. See that thing?
No, don't do that. That's like
who
like too long
walks around with that? You do. So you should not fight. Nothing at all.
Just saying, when you're on your way back to Boston, don't stop in Canada.
It's like you're not.
I love you, but
don't bring your wife.
It's not me. It's not me. It's our prime minister. He shut the borders down. I swear. He built a wall.
I see what we're doing.
So yeah, no. Well, what did you think, Frank? Going into this, you being a skilled martial artist yourself, when you watch this the first time, especially being able to see the difference in the styles there. I know it's make believe, but was part of you saying, hey, I think this is Joe's fight to lose?
I really didn't know because I didn't know how they were going to play it because I saw it as almost like a homage to Bruce Lee's challenge with Wong Jackman, like the idea of Wong Jackman representing the quote unquote old ways, right? The traditional way of doing things. Li Young dresses more like what you expect from someone at that time period.
Yeah.
Psalms with the hop way, and they dress, honestly, the way they dress is like 50 years ahead of that time. So it's, they got the slick suits, they got the slick back hair. At that time, they honestly would have worn the braid of the Qing dynasty for the men, right? So you would have expected, even though Li Young doesn't wear it, because I don't know, but either way, like Li Young represents like the older, more traditional school. His personality is like more like soft spoken. Assam is obviously the nonconformist who does the Bruce Lee movements, right? So I didn't know how
you said it, nonconformist. This is why I identify with Assam so well.
Yeah, because I actually got that from you the first time. Yeah, because so I didn't know how that was going to go. I guess if you had asked me right before, it's like, tell me now, what do you think is going to happen? I said, okay, I think Assam is going to win a hard fought battle, but also at the same time, it's like for someone who can, being watch a lot of action, done martial arts, I can see just like which of them has the better ability. I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna have to suspend a little bit of disbelief for this one,
right?
Whenever Assam's able to win, right? But it didn't go that way. But also, I guess they kind of made it to where neither of them really won because Assam had Leon, and Leon suddenly somehow gets resurrected, and then he's able to take back the belt. So it was interesting. I feel like with this, the writers almost weren't trying to show us the action so much as they were just trying to tell the story of the fight. Because it goes into Rock'em Sock'em real quickly, and I think they wanted to show more on the emotion that was going through Mylene's face, all the people in the crowd, that came and built up, the people in the crowd that came and built up the fight beforehand, and the interaction, the cops coming in and discovering that place for the first time. Seeing Penny's reaction and also seeing the cops go in to save Assam. And that was what I think they were going forward with that story. But I guess to go back to the questions, like at the beginning, I thought they were going to just show us Assam winning because he's the protagonist. So I thought, of course, they were going to win, but they put a pretty good. That was a nice little
Twist.
curveball they threw at us. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I honestly thought that this was Assam's fight to lose. I didn't think he was going to lose this fight at all. I thought, like you, it was going to be hard fought. But I honestly thought that we were going to lose Joe in this episode.
Yeah, that's why I was.
I can't believe they're going to kill Joe off already.
Yeah, which I kind of could. Yeah, they already took out. There's like, no Bolo, now no Lee Young already. It's kind of like, how are they going to do
They
this?
can't do that. Yeah.
Thank God they didn't.
Yeah.
Instead of that, we ended up getting, and you talked about the emotion, and we saw the emotion in the crowd with a toy as kind of everything. The stage kind of switched, right? Mm-hmm. You know, Assam went from winning to getting his ass whooped, and you even see it. You know, Father June's like, "Yo,
he's walking out."
He's like, "I'm out." He's lost already.
Yep.
Leong looks up at a toy, and she gives the nod, and she's like, "Yeah, end it." Mm-hmm. And you said it. It was almost over right here. He was just about to end it there, and then Bill fires off a gun, realizing what was about to happen. And everybody scattered. They didn't scatter until this part. Like you said, Frank, he picked up the belt from Assam and walked away. But I don't know how he got up after his ass whooping either, because he took time.
He didn't, right? Wasn't it Atoy's guy who probably grabbed him and, brought him back?
Assam hesitated, and then he was kind of like thinking like he had that. So he actually had like some time. He had some time, and then that gave enough time for Leong to like.
You mean when Leong got up? Sorry, I spaced that. Yeah.
So you know what? Assam got a little cocky in that.
Yeah,
he had that because all he had to do was just pull that fucking belt and end all, but he didn't. And Leong made his ass fucking pay.
Yep.
That nose break, that punch.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That straight punch.
That got me. I mean, seeing it, remember, because I avoided watching this episode. Again.
Yeah.
I'm a mush. And seeing, that level of like, cringe, seeing that one again was like, oh, God, I can't. Okay.
I just realized, wasn't this fight like the only time where the entire cast was actually in one central location?
Oh,
probably.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This is the first and only time where every single main and supporting character are in one spot.
So now we have
Buckley.
Well, not the mayor.
Oh, not the mayor or Buckley.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of come and go. I'm talking about like even
they weren't at this fight though. But yeah, they're in this episode for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody was watching this shit. Everybody was there.
Nod, just that nod from Mai Ling is just.
What was worse? I don't want to spoil it. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But if you're watching this, you've already seen it. But what's worse, the nod there, or what she does at the end of next season?
Oh,
and y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'd say the ending of next season,
because she agreed that he could kill Assam. At the end of episode 2, she was just playing with him and Yeonjun, like broken the bromance.
Yeah, but I think that's more devastating. I think as a son,
if you
want to kill me, that's fine. But you didn't out me to my best friend, my new young June. But now at the end of the last season, she's like, "Yo, he didn't tell you? That's my brother."
That's
I just fucking man.
Yeah, he could get killed in worst way at this time.
Yep.
Actually,
honor's got to be a big thing too, though. Like honestly, like I would think that honor among your friends and people that you feel like that are your family at this point. I don't know. If I was Assam, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, listen,
Oh, I agree to some extent.
Then me have to look at the disappointment in my boy's face right now.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
think about how many episodes that we're sort of talking about brotherhood between them that have led up to this. So it's like, okay, it could kind of go either way. Someone could just, that's it. He could be up Shit's Creek, or is that brotherhood going to show up and hold weight right now?
Right.
Like,
And
look what he's done. He's fought for the Tong. He's done all this. He's really shown, he's proven himself.
oh, for sure.
Will that be enough?
Wow, that's a great question, because as we saw, everyone left except for Assam. And Assam was just left there in a pool of his own blood. I want to go back to that nose break real quick. Frank,
Yeah.
Frank, can you explain to the people the difference between punching styles here? This is a punch, and I love that they emphasize this, and I don't know if I'm the only one that picked up on this, but that wasn't someone punching like a fight punch. That was like punching through a person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was directional, and
It kept going. It kept going.
And there's the thing about this explain, Frank, please. I can't.
No, it's
These things.
well, it's actually there's actually the old heavyweight Jack Dempsey said it pretty well in one of his books, explaining why holding your fist vertical compared to horizontal, like a lot of combat athletes like to hit. When he says his argument, Jack Dempsey's argument, is that a vertical fist is more powerful because it has better structure. He said, lean up against the wall with a vertical fist compared to a horizontal fist, and you can sense the difference in your shoulder and your body. So,
Oh shit!
yeah.
Why are you
true?
Why are you teaching me these things?
I blame Jack Dempsey. He wrote the book. It's from the 50s. It's been around for like almost 70 years now.
Yeah. There's
Because you know
something
I'm
about
going to be
these
paying
bones
attention to these.
here.
No, I
Different
rather you
from
don't,
these.
Steph. Don't do that.
Yeah, so yeah, you can lean against the wall or lean against like the tree right behind you, and you can feel the structure.
Don't give her ideas.
I guess I just gave away yeah. But that's actually
I love you guys.
but that's actually like one of the things about different quote unquote traditional arts and more combat sports is that they look at those kind of things. So yeah, also of course a lot of schools do emphasize the intent of going through a target so that you don't stop your movement short. So yeah, I guess that's a graphic novel version of what happens on a show.
yeah, and big props to Brett Chan and the rest of the stunt corps.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, like they gave us a great fight there.
Hell
It was a long fight. The first two times I watched it, this third time it felt like it went by pretty quick.
Yeah, same.
I agree.
I think also just because like they dragged out the agony so well. So
Right.
Yes. Why do you think like the mush side is like, okay, I can't. Okay, how fast can I get through this? Because I don't want to see the sister giving the nod. Okay, I don't.
You just don't want to see because you don't want to have to go after Diane Doan.
Yeah. Oh, Diane, who wants to see Rebecca's next whole,
oh hell yeah,
Oh, the cosplay, yeah.
it's a twin.
love it. I love it.
Yes, I'm gonna get it made.
I like it. I like it a lot. And then we got to get you a Descendants cosplay as well. I am BD'd her. She was in the Descendants.
Oh, that's right.
My kids watch that. Moving on. So after the fight, Father June is basically like, Assam's on his own, man. Like,
He lost.
I'm sorry, Young June. He lost. You're not gonna like this, but now we got to cut Mai Ling in, and Young June is pissed, obviously, and he's like, "We can't trust her. We can't trust her. So why should we let her trust us? Let's just go back on our word," sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just see it in his face there, like he's just he is dumbfounded. The last thing he thought that would ever happen would be Assam losing that fight.
Yeah.
But he does. He kind of acquiesces here, and he just kind of sits back and is like, "All right, this is the way it goes. As much as I don't like the way my dad runs the Tong, this is his Tong."
Yep.
Then from there, though, we move forward, and then we get a kind of real quick scene with Assam. We see him. We don't really know where he is at the time because he just kind of give us this quick glimpse, and then it goes right into Buckley and Mercer, which is kind of confusing to me. But when I watch this, every time I watch it, including the last time, you know Buckley's lying his ass off about having cheaper workers elsewhere. He's just trying to stir the pot, which he does oh so well. They cannot, and this isn't going to be a popular decision. I don't want them to ever kill off Buckley until it's the last season of the show. I want him to be the most satisfying death of the series.
Yes.
And it has to be in the last episode of the second to last
I
episode.
agree with this. Yeah, I
We
actually
love
agree
to
with this.
hate him.
He's the real boss of the. He's the real like antagonist boss. Him and
You know what?
Leary might be the one right before him. So.
Yeah.
You know which death that would be like? Game of Thrones. What's his face? That got eaten by the
Bolton.
dogs.
Bolton. Ramsay
Yeah.
Bolton.
I've never
Yes.
seen
Like
Game
that.
of Thrones. So.
Yes.
I never saw that, but I stopped watching in season 4, but I know which one you're talking about because page and we talk about it.
Wait, one thing I forgot. I mean, when I was again watching the episode again this time was the exchange between Mai Ling and Buckley, where she said she needs the next shipment. So that was one thing I forgot was how Buckley was, involved in the delivery of the molasses, molasses. I totally forgot that he had his hand in it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we get over the Mercer thing, and then we get some stuff that I really, really like in this episode. And we get some flashback and some backstory on Assam and Mai Ling.
Yes.
All through, the feverish dreams of Assam. There's Mai Ling. We see her there, and she's comforting Assam, and we could see he was imagining Lai as Mai Ling, helping her as she was trying to nurse him back to health. And we even see a young Assam.
He actually calls for Xiaojin.
Yeah, that's. You know what? And he said it, and I didn't even pick up on it this time. I picked up on it the first 2 times and didn't even clue in this time when I heard it. It was kind of heart-wrenching to see this scene because you feel like Assam gave everything. He leaves China, come find his sister, gets put on the wrong side of her war, her turf war, basically her opposite now, and he's lost his sister. He lost this huge fight for the Hop Way. So now he's lost his brothers. He's been kicked out. And now he's just going through all these memories. I mean, our boy's going through it rough.
Yeah.
This was a rough episode. Really well written as well. But he kept going through having these feverish dreams. And we see again later on at this part here, and a toy was actually trying to take care of him. But again, he sees Mai Ling's face.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if it was a concussion or maybe a little bit of the molasses that a toy was using to help get him better. What is it with a toy and Assam? What was it that drew her to him though? Really, because he didn't. It's not like he's gone out of his way to do anything, that's been heroic for her, that helped further her story. So I've always kind of wondered what made her kind of what attracted her to him to always
didn't-
help him?
He didn't fall in line like the others. He didn't fall in line like anybody. That's immediately going to grab somebody's attention, and she has her own vigilantism, you know. So is that that's not even a word, yeah. But you know what I mean. So I think that like mine, a little bit of that like mine, even though he doesn't know what she's up to. You know what I mean? People walk by. You know what I mean? So he doesn't know, but she, you know, she's been active, she's been doing things, so she sees that, you know, again, nonconformist, the one who's, you know, bucking the system, who's not rolling over, you know, you tend to identify that like mind, you know, okay, I can align myself with this person, you know.
And I wonder,
She
and
saw
also,
potential on him.
yeah,
She's what?
She saw potential on him, you
Yep,
know,
yep,
as a
yep.
warrior.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She's been kind of picking up these strays as well, though, right? Where she sees potential in them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sure, she takes a lot of concubines, prostitutes, but she also brings in like these people like Lai that she has no plans on them being prostitutes or anything, and just training them and taking her under their wing. And I wonder if she saw that very early on, if she had always planned the Trinity. From day one, from the first time she saw him.
I don't know. I think she just liked him as no at first sight, and kind of knew he was different. He didn't want to take any of the girls when he first went there,
Mm-hmm.
and she asked if he preferred boys, and he said, "No, I don't like anyone that is obligated to do it. You know, I don't
Right.
like buying people."
Mm-hmm.
So
There. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Matt? What do you think? This episode's an emotional kind of roller coaster, especially for how involved we are when it comes to Assam. What were you thinking watching this episode? Like, where were your emotions at?
Are we talking about when he's like
Just the
fucked
whole
up,
episode,
or just in general?
Yeah, the whole episode in general.
It was trying to think of like the proper wording for it. Well, it's not coming to me right now, but it really showcased a lot of different levels to our characters that we've been familiar with for what, 9 episodes now. Like we knew Mai Ling had this type of ruthlessness, but we didn't know how far it actually truly went. We thought Assam was unbeatable. He clearly is, and is royally fucked up. You know, we didn't realize that Leong had this type of, you know, what's the word? Humanitarian, some type of humanity to him, where like he looked back real quick and he's like, "You really want me to do this? Like, are you sure?" And like with Bill, like he could have easily let everything like play out the way that it was supposed to, and he actually pulled the trigger, stopped the fight.
Yep.
There's a lot of different things where you now add an extra layer to all these different characters, where either you knew it was there, or you didn't see it coming. And like, say, like, you know, example with Mai Ling, where it really highlights, oh shit, this is real, and this comes from a real place, and she really can go that far. And then you have people like Bill and Leon, where you're just like, well, Jesus, like how many more layers to these different type of characters are there? And then you have Assam, where it's like, fuck, so he is clearly human, and he's not this, you know, end all be all to every problem. Like, he can fail. Like it really puts these characters in a whole different type of lighting, where you're like, oh, now I'm intrigued. Where are we going now?
And you talk about the failing, and we saw in the first flashback Assam sporting, you know, the black eye from getting his ass beat again, as his father had pointed out. His dad's basically, you know, Like,
Yeah.
Third sign of the week.
yeah, basically sign of the week there. But we saw, even though he did kind of fail, his sister Mylene goes out and gets him a new Sifu, and we meet the Sifu in the flashback here.
Mm-hmm.
And
James.
yeah, man, great actor. And then they do the training montage. I don't know who played young Assam, but some serious skills and some serious
Yes.
form.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean,
And good
super
actor as
impressed.
well.
Mm-hmm.
But this part here, this gives us a glimpse into why Mai Ling is so angry with Assam, because Assam had promised to come back and visit her. What was it, every summer?
Yeah.
And did not end up coming back, but he gives her the emerald necklace there. So we realize, at least it gives us a glimpse into what had broken her heart there. But I guess where I want to kind of go next, and I wanted to touch a little bit on the seafood there. And Frank, actually, if you wouldn't mind, being our resident martial arts expert, what did you think of the whole training montage there, especially looking at it from a martial artist's point of view?
I mean, it's James Liu, from my understanding, has a lot of legitimate history in Southern Kung Fu systems. So and he's been around for a long time. So it was cool to see him actually do the movements with the actor who played Young Assam. It was a good display. Like, I enjoyed watching the kid actor. He's looks like really good wushu ability. Good athlete. Moved well. Good form, good power, all that. And so I very much enjoyed it. And it was kind of like, and when that scene happened, I think it was kind of like we all kind of needed a break by then, because it was like we watched the most brutal scene. Well, the second most brutal scene. Number one goes to Jack Damon getting his the stick to the head treatment.
Yeah,
but this is definitely a very close number two. So with what happened with Assam, it's just like after a while, it's just like, oh, we need that break. We need to kind of like the training montage in the mountains for a little while, and just kind of like seeing how. And I guess it's like you see how Assam starts to build his physical ability, and in turn building his skill and building his confidence. Although you can see he kind of had the confidence in the beginning with the fights that he was picking. But this is where you see him start to first transition into having the ability to handle anything, right? Almost anything. So, but I enjoyed the movements very much. I enjoyed the training scenes. I enjoyed what James Lee was able to demonstrate. So that was a good moment, I thought.
Yeah, and the one place this show never lacks, and there's not many places this show lacks, if any. But the fighting and the stunt choreography, it never lacks. It's like the top notch, and an example of why it got renewed for season 3.
And why we need to get Brett on here.
Oh,
yes. I will reach back out to Brett and see about getting him on the show. Now we move from, you talked about we had to have this scene where it calmed us down and brought us out of all that, Frank. Then we go into a nice calm scene at the meeting table there.
Oh yeah,
Mai Ling
up until the end.
Yeah, pretty much. And Mai Ling's like, "Hey, I get it. You don't want to work with a woman, and you know what? I am going to have to maybe make an example right here in my own home."
I think this is a homage to Kill Bill.
Yes. I was just thinking that Lucy Liu.
Yes, scene when
Yep.
she won on the table and cut someone's head because confronted her.
You motherfuckers!
I own a machete now. Okay, just say.
What is wrong with you?
The only good thing is we have this all taped just in case the authorities ever need it for evidence.
I didn't expect "I own a machete" to be the response to that scene. But it's Stephanie.
Stephanie responses for 800 Alex. I own a machete.
I own a machete. Yeah, from now on,
Frank, I love you.
Is there a way we can
Exactly.
turn off her video and mute her for when we talk about these fight scenes? Because this is why she'd be wearing those fucking mirror glasses too, because she just be plotting like, yo, yeah, machete time. Yeah.
You can't teach her how to. You can't teach her all this stuff, and also let her continue to have access to cable TV, where she can watch all those real life murder shows, and figure out how to get away with them.
Right.
Don't give her the skills, and then you need to learn how to get away with them as well. It's not going to work out well for anyone. Speaking of not working out well for folks, that's right. That's a segue, folks. That's what us professionals do. We move back to our favorite two douchebags on the show, and that is the mayor.
Fuck these guys.
Okay, so I kind of liked Buckley a little bit in this episode. Because he basically told the mayor he's a bitch, and he told the mayor, listen, he didn't say it, but he basically said, listen, mayor, you work for me. He's like, if my job is taking your dick out of Chinese whores, I think is the way he said it. And,
looking after your financial, because
yes, because they were in the black. Like,
yep.
Oh, so, yeah, I mean, I hate that guy, but he's a
good villain.
He is.
Bad villain, man. He a bad boy.
Such a good actor. And it was just such a quick scene, too. But it's such an important story point for establishing Buckley now establishing Buckley over the mayor there.
Yeah.
Did I do that backwards? Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, he was great. And then we move on into the next scene. Chow's at his base of operations working, and he gets confronted by a very desperate Bill. And Bill's like, hey, man, I need this sword. I need this sword, man. I need this. And Chow's like, how are you so positive it's a Chinese guy? How do you know it's just not a white guy impersonating us, basically? And Bill does the unthinkable and low-key threatens Chow. And I think Chow's got the best reaction in the world. And he just deadpan looks at him and is like, officer, are you threatening Chow? Bill backs down. No. I mean, he did more backpedaling than Michael Jackson.
We're friends. We're friends, right?
Boys. Bill is such a hard character to figure out on whether I like him or hate him, honestly. Because week to week, each week he seems to get a little bit better, but then he does something like that. And you're just like, oh, why, Bill? You're still so slimy.
We're doing well until now.
Right. He needs to go back to gambling, honestly, at this point. And then as we said there, they kind of called him out. Then they moved on from there. We see Assam was kind of recuperating, and he's taking a little puff off his pipe there, and he sees young June in the room, half thinking it's a dream. You'd have to think. And they have a nice little moment there. And young June, you can see he regrets, man. He's just like, I don't want it to be this way. This is the way it is. And he's like, you ever think about when we're back out west?
Yeah. Should have gone with the girl. With the girl.
He's like, I wish I'd never come back. Is the last thing he says to him. And then he walks out for what we assume is the last time they're ever going to see each other, at least as friends. I got to tell you, the first time I watched it, I thought for sure that Assam was going to heal up and then join Mai Ling.
Yeah.
And we're going to see him and young June clash down the road. I'm kind of happy it didn't happen that way. But the end of this episode, the very last scene, we see Bill and Lee hanging out, and they tell the rest of the cops to go home, and then Bill goes home and leaves Lee on his way. And Lee gets jumped by a couple Feng Hai.
Yep.
And Lee does well. He's doing
Yes,
really
I
well.
was impressed on this episode that
Lee
he's
low key has
badass
some
as well. He's
Yep.
kicking ass.
Until
But poor Officer Lee.
poor Officer Lee ran into a brick wall.
Matt Zing himself.
And Z, yeah. I mean, and I want to say he put up a good fight, but he really didn't. He put up a courageous fight. I think that's fair
Yes.
to say.
He doesn't run away.
He did
No.
well against the henchman. You know, when he met the head guy, that was not much. Not much he could do.
This is the end result of it.
Yeah,
and leaving the calling card there as well, so everybody knows who did it. Feng Hai all the way, as they say. Nobody says that. I just wanted to say it.
And this is all Bill's fault.
I mean, yeah.
What is written on that thing? Anyone know?
It means heaven or sky. I'm not really sure why they use that as the calling card. It's interesting. It's interesting because I wonder if they're trying to do some sort of like reference to the Mongolians.
The White Mountain.
Maybe I don't know, the way they portray that aspect is a little bit strange to me because if it was any other group, it would be incredibly offensive. But because I don't know, maybe there's just not too many Mongolians speaking on it. It's kind of just like we kind of just don't talk about it, but it's like that's not what there's. I mean, it's more of a graphic novel show. It's not a docudrama, but there's no historical reference for Mongolians on the West Coast during that time, and they definitely didn't look like that. So,
Yeah.
so that was a little strange to me. Dustin Nguyen's he's a Vietnamese American, so I was like,
yeah,
all right, but his character shows out to be pretty. You know, we get to see how formidable he becomes later on as his character, and but I'm not sure why they did the calling card with the. I'm not sure what the looked like a domino that said heaven or sky. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're trying to say that. Maybe it was trying to make a reference to the size of the Mongolian Empire, like they rule all under heaven. I'm not sure. That's my speculation.
But, if we ever get JT on the show, we will ask him.
Yes.
It could happen. Shush. They got renewed for season 3. We could get him on the show. Just
it could be a warning to Bill that you're going to White Mountain, right?
You're going to heaven.
You're going to heaven.
You're going to heaven. That's absolutely a crazy episode leading into the finale, which we will be reviewing next week sometime. We'll figure that out soon, though. Great episode and a great first season. We will do the whole kind of recap at the end of the next episode, though, when it comes to that, though. And we may have a new intro video by that time, too. I don't know. We'll see.
There's rumors. There's been rumors.
Birdie told me.
We can either confirm or deny, but I've heard that there possibly might be something in the works.
Just keep your ear to the ground and your eyes on the screen. And we will be back to show you and to share our love for this great warrior show. Let me just say, Stephanie Young, this is probably the last time we see you in Hawaii, at least during this season.
Right, exactly.
Right?
And then I'll be back on the East Coast.
Nice. Well, safe passages back to the East Coast, to Boston.
Thank you.
Yes.
Listen, if you're on the plane and for some reason a U.S. Marshal comes up to you and tries to do anything, just take it easy on him, okay?
Yes.
They're not trained as well as you are. Just
no machetes, no hair picks.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing.
No Maury axes.
Just sit on your hands.
Where's my weapon? Where's my weapon?
Don't
show him your Maury.
Don't say, where's my weapon? Don't say any of that.
No fist of fury.
No fist of fury.
Yeah, just nothing. Do nothing.
Meanwhile, Frank's sending me videos of Lua warriors. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Frank, you're inhibiting this. Okay.
No, I think the word you're thinking of is accessory. Frank, you're
I see what we're doing here.
In Lua, from what I observed, purely as an observer, they practice connection and harmony with nature. So just think about that part. Not any of the other parts. Just the
right.
meditation and the harmony. Nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to.
Yeah.
See.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to be one with nature.
That's what it is.
It is May the 4th, so the force is one with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't be like Cinco de Mayo. That's not.
What is that? Revenge of the 5th?
Was that?
Revenge of the 5th, you mean?
No, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow.
I know. I'm making another Star Wars.
Oh.
No, I got that.
Instead of Revenge of the 5th, Revenge of the 5th.
I got that one.
Yeah, see, I had to.
Oh, what was the one
that
I just
that
posted?
didn't go well.
I'm a nerd.
What was it? What was the one that I just posted? And I just cracked up. And I posted it. It was, you ready? I stole it from somebody else. It was, this is the May. Get it? This is the way. This is the May.
I'm like, wait, what?
It's something like that. I already posted it. I already posted it.
Justin Timberlake thing for a second. I'm like, well, it's 4 days later. It's gotta be May.
So many Star Wars days going on.
Yep.
Well, hey, I gotta. Once we're done this, I'm going to go and do my review of the Bad Batch, and then, which was excellent. Let me just say. But this was always a lot of fun. Let me ask Frank, what do you got coming on? What do you got going on this week? Any more training?
No, it's just I gotta train what the GM showed me over the weekend, and that's mainly it. Back to the grind. Things are finally starting to open up with everything, with getting vaccinated and with other folks getting vaccinated. So hopefully I'll get back to training with other people more. Yeah, just ready for the summer at this point. Ready for the summer and just pushing through each week. But yeah, more training coming up hopefully soon. Hopefully and there'll be more things to post on the Instagram soon.
Yes.
So more things like what you guys saw hopefully. So
we're gonna see some Eskrima stick in your intro video.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I love it. I love it.
Sure. I gotta figure out how I'll lip sync and do a form.
There you go.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that.
Miss Rebecca Nishi, our queen of the group, our promoter, our agent who goes and gets us our talent.
Yes.
To part with this week, anything you can tell us? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I'm going to Rio to be vaccinated because now I'm living in a smaller city, and I'm going to train jiu-jitsu after a year and 3 months.
Yes.
So yes, with
Awesome.
my old mates, it's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Go get it. Go tap or snap somebody. I'm not violent. I promise. I swear to God.
Just a little Ezekiel, like
the Ezekiel. Oh, if you do the Ezekiel, you make sure you get a video of that and send that to me.
See, now I need to learn these things. I'm learning from you guys, so it's your fault.
You learn nothing.
It's
stay
your fault.
learning nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fault. I'm like, woo, what are you guys doing now? Okay.
And
defensive purposes only.
That's it. I like it. Matt Chua, what do you got going on, brother? What's going on with you this week?
Nothing, man. Just got auditions and all that fun stuff. So it's always just playing to the camera and seeing if I book shit. And if not, fuck it. On to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Good attitude to have, brother.
Good mindset, yeah.
Yeah, man. Break a leg. And we mean that in the get casted, not get cast.
Yes, please. Please.
But that's actually why they say break. That's why they say break a leg. It's because they're hoping you get cast. You get put in the cast.
See, I've always been wary of that just because I'm accident prone. So I rather you just say good luck or whatever.
Dude, you don't
Breaking-
say that. That's the last thing you say. No.
breaking leg or like, hey, do a good job or something like that. Anytime where it's like break a leg, I'm just like, yo, take that shit back, girl. What you doing?
Yeah, it's just not a fun image. It's just not
You
fun.
don't need that kind of encouragement. Well,
You guys
I
are walking with me.
all the best, man.
Thanks.
And I'm sure
All
we
the
all
best,
do,
dude.
buddy. But yeah, aside from that, this has been fun, and we will be back next week. We will figure out the time for you, and we will try to post it in the Warrior group page ahead of time so we can give everybody kind of a heads up. And I'm trying to figure out a way that we can make this a little more interactive for our fans as well at home. So
Oh, okay.
That'd be great.
hopefully have that coming in next week. If not, we'll have her for episode 1 of season 2, which will be coming soon. Awesome.
When we
Art
get
intro.
into, we're going to be losing it when we get into season 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Well, we may have already lost it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
that too.
Yeah,
To-
it
to-
ramps up. Holy shit! Season 2 ramps up. So
I know.
To anybody
I can't
who wants
wait
our
for,
intro song, it's on
Episode
SoundCloud.
6, season 2.
well, I wonder if we're gonna have to do like some 2-parters for some of these episodes. That are
I think
coming
we
up.
do. I
We
mean,
might have to, especially
I'm
the
going
one
to need
episode.
therapy for 8
Oh,
and 9
yeah.
again.
Especially if
Oh,
we get
yeah.
anybody else on. Like if we get more celebs on, if we get Brett or anybody else on, we might have to do a 2-parter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I know you guys all love Warrior, and we do as well. And thank you all for tuning in and letting us do a nice little recap with each and every one of you from all our different remote spots around the world. Anyways, Stephanie Young,
Yes.
Rebecca Kishi, Matt Chua, and my boy Frank Zong. I'm your boy Zeus. Hope you all have a fantastic week. And thank you for tuning into the Hop This Way show.
Hop this way.
Woo-hoo!